Thursday night. And how you doing? How you doing? It's time to talk some ish, folks, as we have week 4 of the NFL season. And right now on Prime Video, it is the Arlington Cowboys 14 and the East the Giants 9 as we are doing halftime in the Meadowlands, or MetLife Stadium, no longer the Meadowlands. But this is the second week as the Cowboys are at their own 30 with a minute left to go. As Sedarius makes the catch, he's already got a touchdown in the first half and is near first down yardage. As the Cowboys,
is there any other wide receiver on the field for the Cowboys, or did CeeDee Lamb complain enough to get all the passes this week?
It seems that way, doesn't it?
I've not seen the ball go to anybody else besides CeeDee Lamb and the running back.
Well, he's got 6 yards.
You were mistaken. We had a long ball that went to Brandon Cooks.
Okay, I might have been making my dinner when that happened. Okay.
Ferguson just got the ball.
There we go. There's somebody else.
As again, the Cowboys do have one timeout, trying to at least get in field goal range to extend their lead to 8. They're currently up by 5.
Well, that just means anything close to the 50.
Yeah.
Well, you do have a strong-legged kicker. That's for sure.
Taking the sack won't help.
No.
You got to call timeout.
As Thibodeau comes through and gets the sack, third-year man from Oregon. Oh, by the way, hi, folks. I'm Dub. That's Mizzle. That's Chris. Welcome. As we start off week 4 of the NFL season, as of course, we got the Cowboys and Giants on our collective TV screens right now. Again, the Cowboys are up 14-9 late in the first half to kick off week 4. The last 2 weeks in the NFL have been extremely wacky, to say the least, with upsets galore and just weird stuff going on in the NFL as Chris kind of had some technical difficulties.
As I said, how do we call it wacky when these teams are supposed to put on the pads and go out there and play a football game? It's called Any Given Sunday.
That's true, too. It definitely is Any Given Sunday, for that matter, as Chris comes back in and joins us.
I really hate when I try to fix something on my phone. It's worthless.
Pass caught there by
Tolbert.
That's what I thought it was. Tolbert gets out of bounds with 28 seconds. Now the Cowboys
they need to friggin' put Flournoy in there.
Ooh, okay.
He's at least a guy with power, a good blocker downfield. It'd help him out tremendously. Oh, there you go. Free play.
Play. Dakota running. Boy, a whole lot of flags.
Oh, and a first down.
We'll decline that. They'll decline that and take the catch for sure.
Well, it depends, because now I guarantee you're going to have holding and you're going to have offsides, and it's going to be offsetting, and we're going to do all this shit all over again.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Well, there was a whole bunch of flags that were thrown on that.
There was a lot of flags, too.
See?
Offsides on the Giants.
Holding.
Yep. Do it all again.
Like I said. Stupid.
Well, things like that do happen in the NFL.
I don't know how that's holding and when you land on top of a guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know what? That call baffles me every time when they show the replay. And it's like
because you see guys grab guys right in between the shoulder pads, not outside, flatten them and lay on them, and that's good. But you see a play like that and it's holding.
Takes you back to the Grady Jarrett sack of Tom Brady that was called roughing the passer.
Yeah.
I'll even do one better. Do you guys remember the Monday night game between the Raiders and Chiefs where the guy fell on Derek Carr and they called that roughing the passer? And it was not a roughing the passer at all.
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
I'm done. I'm so done with the roughing in the NFL. And you can see bailout calls, just like what we saw with Kansas City.
Preach.
We talked about that on the last episode of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Yeah, we did.
Which is currently up now on the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. Right now, it's still 3rd and 12. They got to get to the 40, just inside the 44. for a first down to give their kicker a shot, and he shorts incomplete, looking for Brandon Cooks.
Hit the dirt.
No, he's trying to get it low to him, but shit happens.
Yeah,
indeed, as the big text playing screen there. But any given
listen to dumbass. It was a big stop. It was a friggin' holding penalty that stopped him.
Well, Herbie doesn't do a lot of NFL, so there's that.
Well, Dub, this is year 2 of Amazon hosting NFL, correct?
You are correct.
Yes, it is. And Herb Street should know better.
He should be. Thank you, Chris. See, me and Chris got it going.
Wait, I think this is their third year doing Prime. I think they started in 23.
Well, then he should be well.
It is. No, hold on. It is their third year, but correct me if I'm wrong. It wasn't them that started as commentators in the first year.
It's always been
Al Herbie all 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, his ass should know better.
Because Amazon paid Al Michaels a grip of money to do Thursday night.
Yes, they did.
A shit ton of money. It's just a shit ton. I thought this game would have been a little bit more cowboyish, if that makes sense. I wouldn't see 14-9.
There's another flag. Well, the thing about it is, you see too many flags coming out with bullshit calls. So in the games that they played that I watched for the Cowboys, there's holding left and right in the New Orleans game. I'm not going to say that would have made a difference. All I'm going to say is that there's holding left and right, no calls. Last week there was holding left and right, no calls. This week you can't get a fucking playoff without a penalty flag.
Straight up, yeah.
So again, I beg to ask this question yet again. Is it time for the No Fun League to just have full-time officials so they can get this stuff right to where we're not having a show spending time talking about the zebras?
I just think the referees need to be held accountable for their fucking mishaps.
I'm gonna be very upfront and straight out with you. Even if they had full-time refs, it wouldn't change shit. Because they don't have full-time games. You don't have games all season long, so they can't hone their craft. So to say something about that is just, realistically, I don't think it's worth it.
I was just putting the question. So we go to halftime, and the Giants will receive.
I didn't see 14-9.
Well, I will say this: it's more of the Giants have moved the ball, but they're doing a lot of kissing their sister as opposed to getting in the end zone, if you know what I mean. Because, of course, as Steve Young said, kicking field goals, kissing your sister, and you're not going to be the team kicking field goals all day as Cuz chimes in. Get up or good evening, sir. 14-9 at the half with the Cowboys and the Giants. As we are talking some ish here on this Thursday.
Are we doing our week 4 picks?
Well, might as well. Chris is hurting record wise, and we all took
the Cowboys. We all took
the
Cowboys tonight.
We did pick the Cowboys before we came on the air earlier in the morning.
That was our pre-production.
I think we all picked the Cowboys, right?
Correct.
We all picked the Cowboys. Yes.
All right. So going over the first half stats, here's the reason why the Giants are in the game. They're 5 of 9 on third down conversions, but again, they're still settling for
field goals. You got to put 6 on the board, though.
You have to put 6 on the board. You can't keep settling for field goals. Absolutely.
But hold on. As a NFL coach will tell you, letting them put up 3, even though you're putting up 7, you've got to make sure to keep putting up 7, because if not, you let them stick around in the game.
True.
Total yards 185 to 67 for the Cowboys. 4 total drives by both teams. The Cowboys averaging almost 8 yards a play. 7.4 yards per play. Penalties, Cowboys 9 penalties for 70 yards in the first half. Not good. Giants only 3 for 25. But difference. The Cowboys.
I finished my stogie about the last week, man. Dang. That Stogie looks good, brother.
But the Cowboys made use of their one trip to the red zone. They're 1-for-1. The Giants are 0-for-1. So there's that. You're looking at Dak is 14 of 16 for $164 and 2 TDs.
14 to 16?
14 of 60 in the first half. Rico Dwell caught one touchdown pass, and CeeDee Lamb caught the other. And, of course, Sedarius has 6 catches for 94 yards. And he's also the team's leading rusher with 1 carry for 10 yards. As Rico has 4 for 8. And haven't really done much of the run game. On the Giants, Daniel Jones just as efficient, 13 of 15 for 142. Devin Singletary, 8 carries, 22 yards, but did have the fumble. Malik Neighbors, the rookie, has 5 catches for 20, or has 5 catches, 59 yards, averaging 11.8 yards carry. Last week, a lot of usual things happening here in the NFL. And we'll just go down the scores real quick to recap Week 3. Of course, last Thursday in the same game, the Jets took care of business, beating the Patriots 24-3. Steelers go to 3-0. Justin Herbert left the game with an injury. Will he play on Sunday? That remains to be seen. Let the Steelers beat the Chargers 20-10. Vikings 3-0. Manhandled the Texans 34-7. Sam Darnold threw for 4 touchdowns. Yeah, that Sam Darnold that sees ghost threw for 4 TDs. Eagles in a dogfight with the Saints, but got the win 15-12. Broncos on the board went on to Tampa, got an impressive win 26-7. Malik Willis was.
Jelly. Fuck them Broncos. You watch this episode. Fuck them Broncos, bro.
Malik Willis got a big win against the team that drafted him against the Titans 30-14. Giants got on the board by beating the Browns 21-15. Colts on the board, they beat the Bears 21-16. Panthers by way of Andy Dalton beat the Raiders 36-22.
Don't you put that bad juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Skip that game.
Seahawks beat the Broncos 24-3. Ravens beat the Cowboys 20-25. Lions beat the Cardinals 20-13. Rams come back down double digits twice to beat the Niners 27-24. And Chiefs, by way of the refs, getting a gift, beating the Falcons 22-17. Bills took care of business on Monday night against the Jags 47-10 in a very entertaining game. Jaden Daniels had his coming out party as the Commanders beat the Bengals 38-33. I guess if I could ask a question, gentlemen, what from Week 3 shocked you, if anything?
The Niners losing to the Rams.
I can't say anything on that because, in all honesty, I picked the Niners to win, but
as well did I. That's why I
might have picked them to win, but I was telling people I thought the Rams had a chance to beat them, especially with the late injuries to the 49ers. That's one of the biggest reasons.
Yeah.
Well, it did because it cost them Justin Hargrave, who now is out for the season with torn triceps.
Ouch.
So, yeah, that's a big, huge blow defensively, but at the same time, he really has been a bust since the Niners paid him all that money. So the Niners defense has been leaking oil, and then some people are saying, well, was it Steve Wilkes? Or is it the personnel? That remains to be seen. But I think they have a get-right game, but that remains to be seen also. But interesting matchup to start the Week 4 festivities on Sunday. Big matchup in the NFC South as the New Orleans Saints came off their first loss of the season and actually was held down by the Eagles defense. They traveled to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. So we get a Derek Carr versus Kirk Cousins battle in the NFC South.
So you want a little background on that? I am going to go with the Saints on that one because I've been watching Atlanta, and the one place that I think they are the weakest is against the run. When you have guys that can move people, I think that what we saw against what the Eagles did last week and what they were able to do pretty much all game long against the Falcons, it was pretty obvious about one big thing, and that was that once you started to pound the rock, they started giving up yards. So I think that's what we're going to see with the Saints and their nice little hold game that they like to do in the middle of the field.
I do like that. I do like that pick. I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I just think the Saints defense more or less will win the game more than the offense per se. I mean, I think the Saints offense is pretty lethal because Derek Carr is looking slightly like the 2016 Derek Carr, but that Saints defense is out there playing tremendous good football. So I think that their defense will hold down the Falcons, and I'll take the Saints on this one.
Well, one thing is for certain: whenever these two do get together, it never disappoints. It always
that's
always gives us some very entertaining, fun games to watch.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
But I mean, I think, boy, it's going to be tough to try to go up and down against this Saints defense. Like I said, that has been playing fantastic ball. I think they're probably, off the top of my head, I know they're in the top 5 as far as scoring defense, 100%. As far as giving points per game, because they really haven't given up much. I mean, like I said, the Eagles had to earn all 15 of those points and scored all of them in the fourth quarter because it was a 3-0 game for most of that game against the Eagles last week. But I'm with y'all. Make it a clean sweep. I like New Orleans as well.
All right, so no lone wolf on this one, huh?
No, I mean, I
think one of us is going to lone wolf a game. I feel a couple of lone wolves coming.
Well, you want to talk about a revenge game? This could be the ultimate revenge game as the Carolina Panthers with the Red Rifle gets to take on the team that originally drafted him, the Cincinnati Bengals, at home in Carolina. Bengals 0-3, Panthers 1-2. How do we see the battle of cats, if you will? Or we can call this Shere Khan and the Jungle Book versus Black Panther and Wakanda.
I like it. I like
Well, you can call it that. I'll call it the Battle of Pussy because that's the two teams that are playing. Because that's exactly what's playing. That's exactly who's coming up. But if I've got to make a pick right now, I'm going to go with Cincinnati. And the reason I'm going to go with Cincinnati is because they always notoriously start slow. And it's about game 3, game 4 that they start to pick things up. So we saw what they did last week offensively against Washington, which I think is getting better as a defense. And so I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with Cincy on this one because I think that we're going to see the real Cincinnati Bengals step up.
Well, you basically said this a lot of things that I was going to say, so I'll just keep it short and sweet. I'm going to take the Bengals on this one because I think they start slow, but this is around the time that it starts kicking in for them. So I got them winning this one. Especially it's at home, correct?
No, they're playing in Carolina.
Oh, it's in Carolina. Oh yeah, well I still see those passes that Joe Burrow threw last week. He's getting in rhythm. So yeah, I think they'll take that one.
You stole my thunder because I was going to say him and Jamar Chase was cooking on Monday night.
and don't forget, since he isn't facing a very look. Don't get me wrong. We know what Andy Dalton could do back in his day with running the ball. But he is not a mobile quarterback anymore where he's going to run you to death like Jaden did. So look at this to be more of a pocket passer and more of a target for that Bengals defense.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I have Shere Khan getting on the board. Cincinnati. All right. Yep. The Inglewood Rams at Soldier Field taking on the Chicago Bears. Rams coming off that big comeback victory to get their first win of the season. The Bears fought effort against the Colts but came up short. I know who I want to pick, but I'm happy I got some water to wash my mouth out.
Drink it. He's picking the Rams, ladies and gentlemen. That's who he's picking.
Oh, God. It hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Tastes bad, don't it?
It hurts so bad. It does.
Hey, but you want that whiskey, so you definitely gonna pick the team to try to win.
Yes, I need that Canadian crown in my life. Yes, absolutely.
I understand. Yeah, I'm not picking the Bears, so that's just I'm gonna leave that. They're not. They're getting there. They show flashes, but it's still Caleb Williams out there still playing USC football. So until I see something different from him not playing USC football, I don't see the Bears. Yeah, so no, I'm not picking the Bears.
All right. So then I'll go ahead and say it. I'm picking the Bears.
What?
There's the lone wolf.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Is Puka Nacua back?
No.
Is Cup back?
No.
They beat the Niners without them.
The Niners are a mash unit on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive side of the ball.
Are you saying the Bears got a better defense than the Niners?
The way they're playing right now.
Ooh.
Are you putting faith in the one person that you have not put faith in all year? You're going to put your faith in Caleb Williams?
Did you hear me bring up his name?
You haven't.
Yeah, I think he's more going with the defense. That's why I asked.
Exactly. I'm going with the defense that I think could wind up, especially because this game is in Soldier Field, and they've been pretty good defense at Soldier Field. So that's why I'm going with them. And I would put it to you this way: what's the spread?
Let's pick that up.
Ooh, ball came out. What's the spread?
Hold on.
Look that up right now. You got it, Doug?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh no, man, I don't know. That's oof. Hey, this is why we do our picks.
Bears -3, and the total is 40.5. Money line Rams +135. Bears -155.
So even the money line's on the Bears.
Yeah, Rams are winning that.
All right, now real quickly, as the second half is beginning at MetLife with the Giants have the ball at their own 20.
That was a horrible play. That was a horrible play call. Good defense.
Mr.
Smith finally living up to his hype.
Oh yeah, he got in the backfield real quick.
But my question was, Mr. Vera, keys to the second half for your beloved Cowboys.
Oh yes, I love the keys question.
What's the what?
Keys for your Cowboys in the second half.
Cut down on the penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Draft another wide receiver to help out CD.
Mm-hmm.
And get Micah Parsons going. Quit putting him on the field on the defensive line where you know where he's at all the time.
Oh, nice catch by Slayton for the first down to the 35-yard line. Giants on the move, first down.
When you saw in the first game of the season against Cleveland, you saw Micah Parsons move all over the field.
Correct.
Right now, they have him lining up. The last 3 games now, they have him lining up at defensive end. Easy to find him. Easy to game plan against him.
Yeah.
So are you saying if you're Mike Zimmer, do you use him as a decoy? Is that what you're suggesting?
Stunning.
Not only am I suggesting that, but I feel like Zim has gone away from everything that got them running around the field and doing everything that they did in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very good.
Why isn't he walking? What's anybody who knows Mike Zimmer? What is his staple?
Blitzing.
No, it's not. What his staple is you walk your linebackers up in the A and B gap. So that way, it really makes your offense have to find out who's coming, and it makes things change. And he was doing that with Parsons in the first game. They put Parsons and Overshown in that gap, in those gaps, and then they'd either drop one, bring one, or drop both. So you never know what was going to happen. Right now, they're no longer doing that. Look where the linebackers are. The linebackers are playing 4 yards off the ball.
Yeah. Well, not on this play, but they're.
Singletary close to a first down. Now
I think that's a first down.
before we continue, I would be remiss if we didn't real quickly talk about back on last Saturday we lost a legend in Eugene Mercury Morris who passed away last Saturday. Of course, Mercury Morris was part of that tremendous backfield with Jim Kick and Larry Zonka of the Miami Dolphins back in the 70s that helped the Dolphins get to 3 straight consecutive Super Bowl appearances, winning 2. Of course, part of the 72 undefeated Dolphins team that went 17-0. And of course, Mercury Morris never at a loss for words in speaking how he felt. But Mercury Morris was a fantastic player, but also got his life
Oh,
right.
wow. Screen pass.
And
wow.
Inside the 25, Giants on the move. But Mercury Morris, who, of course, back in the year I was born, was convicted of drug trafficking charges, but turned his life around, became a huge advocate for a whole lot of things. Definitely turned his life around, became a motivational speaker. Of course, passed away at the age of 77. Still is 4th all-time in Dolphins history as the Dolphins rusher, of course, behind Larry Zonka, among others. Like I said, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Pro Bowler. Was the leader in yards per attempt in 73, was also the rushing touchdown leader in that perfect season, and a dart pass caught by Neighbors. They're inside the 10. Giants on the move here to start the second half with 10:35 to go. Giants on the move, trying to take the lead, which they're down 5 right now, 14-9 with under 10.5 to go here in the first half. Mercury Morris also member of the Dolphins Walk of Fame, was also the kick return leader or kick return yards leader back in 1969. Of course, finished his career with 4,133 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, 31 rushing touchdowns, had 3,118 returning yards, and 3 return touchdowns. Of course, Mercury Morris last Saturday passed away at the age of 77. And that ball's out of bounds.
Good catch, though.
Yeah, it was a good catch. And then the referee decides to take the hat off. But right now, how are you?
Ineligible. He stepped out of bounds. He's an ineligible receiver, and first one to touch it, it should be a penalty. But I seriously doubt they're going to throw it.
Oh, DeMarcus, you whipped. You got to bring him down. Uh-oh. DeMarcus.
Yeah, his foot turned when he was trying to sack him.
Okay. No, that field turf. Second and go from the 10. Back to Singletary. Up the middle.
That was the rookie.
3-4.
That was a rookie.
Yeah. You can't continue to take field goals here. I mean, you've been pretty much moving the ball on this defense, and you can't continue to take field goals.
Well, there's something to be said about the Cowboys defense right now too, because you have and there's the rookie that made the tackle. But here's the thing that we're not talking about with the Cowboys, and that is their secondary is kind of banged up because you have the kid that was playing for Caleb, that was playing for the Cowboys. He's hurt and out this game, and then you have our starting cornerback in Deron Bland, who was the interception leader last year, is out. So you're basically with your third string corner playing right now.
Keys, I love you, and I respect everything about your organization.
He's doing that on purpose.
I'll be damned if you're gonna come on my fucking show and Dub show and call your team a goddamn nation. There is only one nation in the NFL, and it damn sure ain't the Jets.
Really? Really?
So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So retract your statement there.
Really, Mr. Corey? Wow.
Dub Goose. We're not trying to make this a comedy hour. We're trying to be real professional right now.
No, we're not. If we were, I wouldn't be sitting here smoking.
And little big brother, I guess, is agreeing with your sentiment. I guess that is meant for Mr. McDonald.
Well, he's part of the nation. and that one nation. There's no Steeler Nation. There's no Niner Nation, no Cowboy Nation, no Jet Nation, no Bronco, no Elway Nation. It's only a Raider Nation. Sorry, it's trademark.
Is that trademarked for real? Is it copyright? Is it copyright?
If it's not, it should have been.
Exactly. There's only one nation, ladies and gentlemen, and I respect everybody else's organization. No, I don't, but I slightly respect your fan base. But you're not gonna call your team a nation. It's not
Well,
gonna happen.
that's like all the people that try to say that they're the new America's team. There's only one America's team.
Which is the Cowboys.
Exactly. And people can
Just
say
like
what
there's
they
only
want.
one empire.
Yeah.
There's only one empire.
You can say what you want. The fact of the matter is that when you come right down to it, it don't matter what records are anymore. These are nicknames that weren't given to these teams or these nations, if you will, by their own teams or their fans.
Yes.
America's team. Dub, you probably remember the call when they dubbed the Cowboys America's team.
He
Well,
does.
there's a story
Yeah, like I said, he does.
because they were trying to give that title to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and
No.
the chief, Art Rooney, said no. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Still crazy.
Tex Ram, who got a hold of that. Oh, good tackle.
Yeah, that was a damn good tackle.
And Tex Ram
Horrible play call.
being the promoter that he was back in that day, said, "You know what, NFL, we'll take it and we'll run with it."
Yep.
And for a long time, if you look at the Cowboys' helmets, the stripe in the middle was indeed red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue, and they
Yes,
still
it
do it
was.
on their throwbacks.
Yes,
They do it, and you'll see it on their helmet for Thanksgiving.
So,
You took the words right out of my mouth, brother. I was just gonna literally say that they will have that on.
and they're kissing their sister again. Another field goal to get within 2 to make it 14-12.
But that puts them down too.
Yes.
Their defense is playing pretty good, and the offense is moving the ball. So that's good. That's good to get points. Don't go down there and not get points.
Getting points is important, but anybody can keep going in between the 20s, as we like to say. But when you get in that 20-nutter, you've got to find a way to punch it in the end zone. All right. Now this game has some real big interest. Yes.
By the way, I'm gonna be able to listen. I'm just turning on water. I'm listening. You guys will be able to hear me.
Yes, all right. This next game is going to be very, very interesting. Huge implications in the NFC North as the 3-0 Minnesota Vikings travel to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. That's going to be interesting. I know Jordan Love is pressing to try to get back on the field. I don't know if he's been cleared yet, but
can this game we might have to do a pick and a what if. We might this might have to be a slight. I mean, whoever we pick at the end is going to whoever we're going to pick. But
hold on. Before we go there, what does it say about Jordan Love as far as he's still on the injury report, right?
Correct. Yeah. But he's trying.
What is doubtful?
But he's trying.
Is he doubtful?
There was an article, but I don't know the last thing I read because I was obviously doing some stuff. But I know he's pressing very hard to try to get in this game as the ball is put out of bounds and the Cowboys look at the ball at third.
See, that's tough for us to pick this game because it all determines on, like I said, I would have a different feel about this game if Jordan Love was playing. But if Jordan Love is not playing, I have a different feel about the game. Even though Malik Willis is out there balling, the past 2 weeks he has been. It's like a breath of fresh air that he needed a different scenery because he's been playing some good football since he got traded to the Packers.
Focus. Oh, look at Ferguson.
Good way to get out that tackle.
A first down for the Cowboys. Nice job by Ferguson.
No, he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, they said he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see the replay, they might show it, but I heard the whistle.
Okay.
Well, Dakota has been very efficient throwing the ball here tonight. But again, can they get the run game going to help complement and take the pressure off of Dak? Dak again looking to throw. Oh, shovel pass into Ferguson. Ferguson gets
that was very good way to improvise. That Dak is very good at that, though.
Yeah, he has been.
He's been doing that since he was in Mississippi.
That's true.
The thing about it is, so many people want to blame Dak for a lot of the shortcomings of the Cowboys. But let me ask you, other than CD Lamb, what's another weapon? Ferguson and CD Lamb. What's another weapon?
You don't have one.
Exactly.
It could be Brandon Cooks if they utilize him right.
Yeah,
well, I mean, they have to.
I get what Chris was trying to ask on that question, though, and they don't have.
You have to. Here's the thing. When it comes to Brandon Cooks, you've got to scheme him open. You don't have to scheme Ferguson and CD Lamb open. What I'm saying is the Cowboys need another receiver that is going to be able to take it himself and get open. And I don't know why they're saying 2nd down and 2. That should be 1st down.
Graphics.
I back up. I digress. It was because it was a run play. I was thinking about the pitch to Ferguson.
Well, that's a 1st down. As Rico gets across midfield. The Cowboys.
This is the man that should be the starting running back. And until he shows something else, he should stay on the field.
You know what? I don't disagree with that one, brother.
Well, they just put Zeke in, so here we go.
They're going to sell him, but I don't think that he should come off the field unless he's just friggin' tongue hanging out his mouth.
Well, I will say this: Zeke does look in great shape.
I'm gonna have to come
and he throws
back there and visit Mr. Vera's the backyard looks pretty
nice. It's very nice back. That's where we normally watch Sunday Night Football at.
Oh, I can't wait to get out there to come out there and visit the good old Ponderosa.
Yeah, you want a little. Here, I'm gonna put this down.
Oh, he's gonna give you the tour. Oh, here we go. Live tour.
That's the pool area.
Yes.
The bar area is behind me with my barbecue.
There we go. I see you got the grill.
My TV is up on the wall.
Beautiful.
So I'm sitting out back because I knew that if I snuck in the house, even though my wife ain't home, she'd kill me when she came home.
Oh yeah.
So the easiest thing for me to do is turn on my TV, sit out back, turn on my air conditioning unit, and relax.
And just prepare yourself. You're going to be loved by dogs because their dogs are.
Oh well, Dub, you already know how I feel about animals, man.
I know.
Hey, even look. Even my brother chimed in and said you got a nice backyard, brother. So.
Oh, thank you.
Screen.
Oh, you got to catch that.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got a flag. What's the flag? Yeah.
No, but I really do do like their fullback. I really do.
Yeah, he is nice. Oh, you can't go backwards. But if we're gonna pick the game because we have to, not knowing if Jordan Love is playing, I still think the Vikings because honestly, Sam Darnold ain't seeing ghosts right now.
No, he's not.
He's playing.
How is that? Football. Can you explain to me how that was holding?
It's not.
He tripped over his own man. Explain to me how that was holding.
Hey, Chris, we're gonna watch games like this, and we're gonna look at this game and be like, "How come they're calling that?" And then you'll watch a Chiefs game and you'll be like, "Really? Really?"
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
We just got to watch football and just come on here and just this is our way of getting it out when the referees are calling games. That's a flag. That's a flag. He was all on his back, right?
Yep.
That's a flag. Give me look. Even that Giants fan knew he was nervous.
Yep. Well, it is what it is.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Bro, you can't touch him at the 5 yards.
Well, I mean,
You can't.
Hey,
You
Sam,
got
say
5
hi.
yards to physically put your hands on a wide receiver. That was clearly
Did he just hit this? Oh, he did.
nice.
he could have made that from 70. He could have made that from 70 yards.
Oh, it was golden.
He can make that from 70. Although
I came outside to watch it.
That was golden.
Oh yeah, that could have gone another 10 yards.
Oh yeah,
He could have made that at least from 66.
that was golden.
Cowboys extend their lead back to 5, 17-12, late in the third quarter.
But they're busy letting the Giants hang around. Defense has got to step up.
Can't do that. And welcome to Talking Ish with Dub, Chris, and Mizzle.
How are you?
So should we move on to the next game?
Well, did we all? Well, I'm picking the
we
Vikings.
haven't officially picked the Vikings.
I'm picking the Vikings. Yeah, I was just getting into that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Pick the Vikings.
Well, I have a rule, and that rule is, if you're undefeated until somebody beats you, I'm running with you. So I'm running with the Vikings also.
Since we don't know who's playing QB,
right,
for the Packers,
right,
if Jordan Love is going to be ready to play or not, I'm going with the Vikings as well.
All right, no lone wolf on this one.
All right. Well, no, because no.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing
it. Do it.
No, this is going to be a get right game for the Texans because they're going to come in playing pissed off.
Against who?
The Jaguars.
Texans. I'm not even going to say anything else. Look,
I don't know.
Sunshine got his bag, and since he got his bag, he has looked like crap.
Oh, so he's playing like Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I keep telling my wife to wave to you guys, but she keeps not paying attention.
I'll wave that like hi.
They're all waving. Wave back.
Shout out to Miss Tammy.
Yes.
And shout out to my sister-in-law who's watching her beloved Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she can't hear me because Mrs. got the headphones in.
Well, I told her if the Cowboys do anything good, if she wants to go ahead and give a celebratory, she can go ahead and do it.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
What you say, babe? She is. You guys heard that?
She just go.
Yes, she said as soon as they do something good, she'll let them know.
All right. Anyhow,
hey, do you see who's at the game? Post Malone.
Post Malone.
I will never understand face tattoos to save my life. I will never understand.
I won't either. But
certain tattoos.
Look, you see, he's got on Aubrey's jersey.
Hey, well,
I mean, when you can kick it 60+ yards, why not? Here comes the kickoff.
That was a nice hit in the back. Ooh. And that was the fullback.
Yeah. Oh, got a flag.
Should be a block in the back or holding.
What's going on with the flag, brother? In your word?
Cheating.
There it is.
That's not good.
That is not good.
They're re-tipping up Lawrence's foot.
I did not need to see his feet.
I did not need to see that either.
I did not need to see his feet.
The only brother I've ever seen with uglier feet is LeBron James.
That pinky toe. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, man, that's ugly. That's ugly, bro. And they said, "Oh, it's from all the years of playing basketball." No, that brother had ugly feet to begin with.
Men, it's okay to get pedicures. It's okay. It really is okay.
Hey, I take me and my
Hey,
wife
pedicures don't fix them toes.
No, they don't. But keep them dogs looking good. Look, it's overdue for me.
You hear that?
All from the 32. Fake Jones rolling out. Neighbors short gain out of.
So here's my question.
Okay.
You have one of the best cornerbacks in Trayvon Diggs.
Yes.
And you don't have him traveling with neighbors.
I don't coach.
No, I'm just saying. People ask, "What's wrong with the Cup?" That's one of the things that's wrong with the Cowboys. You You have too much faith in some of these guys. Oh, there you go. Hold on to his ass. There you go.
Hey,
And there's the rookie.
He should have gave it up.
Yeah, you gotta throw that away. You can't take a
gap. That gap was open.
Yeah.
He read that wrong. That zone read was read totally wrong.
That's what he just said too. The zone read was the zone was misread.
Totally.
He collapses and then comes right back.
Yeah.
Love it. That is a great way. That is a great way to bait the quarterback if he's going to run that option.
Yeah. But after looking at that replay, that play would have been dead regardless.
Yeah.
Now you got Trayvon. You got Trayvon traveling with neighbors.
Now that
good tackle. Oh, that's a good tackle.
Lewis with
good
the stop.
Field tackle.
Robinson made the catch.
Are they going for it? Are they going for it? No.
No, not on fourth down and 4 or 5.
And
I'm hesitant on something like that.
And they're still deep in their own territory.
Yep.
That was a good tackle, though.
Oh yeah.
But see, they're starting what I'm starting to see from the Cowboys in the second half is they're starting to roll their coverage and they're starting to disguise more. And that's what they did in the first game and what they went away from in the following 2 games.
Yeah.
There's the kick.
Fair
catch. By Turpin.
All right, so nobody lone wolf the Viking game, right? We all picked the Vikings. You agree on that one? Okay.
Yep.
Just to make sure. W, you mark it down?
Yeah, I pick everybody for Houston. Now this next one is interesting, as the undefeated Steelers go into the Big Horseshoe to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Colts getting their first win of the season. We get to see some interesting talent. We get to see Richardson and Fields duke it out at quarterback. But again, as I said with the rule, until they beat you, if you're undefeated, I'm riding with you. And also, don't go against Mike Tomlin.
What's the rule? We don't go against Mike Tomlin on this show.
I would say the rule is more of the fact that what's the weakness? I'll ask both of you. What's the weakness or the biggest weakness on the Colts defense?
Well, I mean, let's see here.
With the corners,
besides injuries, because Christian cannot the field,
and playing against a mobile quarterback.
That too.
Yeah.
And we all know what this kid Justin Fields can do. So I'm rolling with the Colts. I'm just kidding. I'm going with the Steelers.
Well, not just that. They had Najee Harris cooking in the run game, and I want to see more of that continue.
You know what I want to see, and I'm not just saying this because he's on my fantasy team, but I want to see. I think Harris is starting to find his groove, and I'd like to see them feed him the ball a little bit more because they're starting to open up holes for him.
That works too. All right.
I'm going with the Steelers because I'm not going against Mike Tomlin right now. This ain't a games where I think I should go against him. So the rule on the show is I know against Mike Tomlin. I'm sticking to it.
Well, I know who Mizzle is not picking in this game, so I'm just going to write it in for him.
Well, it depends on who. Wait, hold on. Remember, this is for tequila. So
you are not going to pick the John Elways against Aaron Rodgers.
No, you're right. You're right. Yes. No comment from Mizzle on that one. Yeah. So yeah.
And not to mention the Jets are playing at home too.
Exactly.
They're not playing in Mile High, so
yeah. Definitely taking the Jets on that one for sure.
7 catches, 98 yards for Sedarius, and a touchdown as the Cowboys get the ball back. 2:57 to go to get it at their own
run play
yard line.
Yeah, that does look like a run play. Good call.
Oh, look at
positive yards on that run play though.
Nice runs.
On another flag.
But
Jesus Christ, man.
What's going on, brother?
Man, this cheating. Look, I'm like the coach right now. I'm like, you guys can call hold on every play, but why are you calling hold on every play?
Always on the dominant plays, though. No. Put the other one up, brother. Put the other one up. Put the other. Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that really could be Mike Singletary's son. I'm just trying to tell you. What do they call it? Holding on BB. Is that Don Beebe's son?
Well,
I want to see. Hold on. I want to see this holding. How's that holding?
I don't see it.
He's
I don't
pushing
see it.
his
It looks
arm
like
up
the
and
offensive
over.
player is holding. It
Oh,
looks
the
like the defensive
defense
player is
crying
holding the offensive
out.
player.
Dude almost had hands to the face. Oh my goodness.
It's one of those. It's one of those situations that it's a head scratcher. I've seen the holding call so far on the Cowboys, and all I could do is scratch my head because they are not holding.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are not seeing what goes on in the Mizzle man cave right now,
Oh, by the way,
the wifey just gave a middle finger to that play on that. And we're not going to call that play again, right?
look. I'm gonna say this. And you guys can take it however you want. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be very honest about it. I don't know what two referees, but there's two white caps that 70. Keep this in mind: 70% of the underdogs in any given game that they're reffing either keep the game close or win the game.
Oh, well,
And I found out about that, and I think this is one of the crews.
Oh shit!
Second down and 20. And Zeke gets to the 16-1 line. Well, I know this. I never want Bill Vinovich to referee another Niner Super Bowl because he don't call holding at all.
Well, and then you have crews, and that's a problem. You got crews that come in, and what these guys have been told is not holding all season. All of a sudden becomes holding.
Right,
Uncle Bobby, tell me I'm not wrong. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? You tell me. Where's the lie?
That is a bad play call. On 3rd and 12, that's what you call?
No, that's what he took. I'll tell you right now what happened. I guarantee what happened. They're looking at that and they're like, okay, we're not going to take a shot deep because they went in a cover 2 shell. So that means that all your deep crossing routes are going to be taken away. Yeah. So you're going to have to take somebody going to the sidelines.
Yeah.
So it's not always about the play call. It's about what the defense drops into.
That's true.
All right. Cowboys.
Bobby said no lies detected.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter, 17-12 Cowboys lead, and that is a very...
That looks like a boomer.
That is not a good play.
The 25-yard line. Uh-oh.
Oh,
you got...
Oh, you're not going to get past that boy.
Yeah, straight up. That's 100%.
But it's good starting field position for the Giants.
It is decent field position, but they've been driving the whole game, though, Doug.
True. They have. The
Cowboys defense has not really put clamps on them.
Well, and the thing about it is, and we can look at this 10 different ways from Sunday. The truth about most of this when it comes to defenses is, how many times have you seen a defensive coach get changed, a defensive scheme get changed, and then you always wind up once the starters get in and play regularly, it always takes them a little while to really get into the flow of what the defense truly is. Now, I'm not making excuses for the Cowboys because they have let people bully them, but I don't see that bullying in this game as far as the run game is concerned. What I see from them right now is in the secondary trying to make up for deficiencies at cornerback.
100%. But
now, does that change when Bland comes back? Because now you can put 2 corners on islands, and you better be careful on where you throw that ball because both of them are ball hawks.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Next, I think they just opened the 21-day window for Deron Bland to return. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, next game, very interesting game here as 2 teams, one coming out for win, one coming out for loss. But it is a rematch of last year's playoff game at the Pirate Ship between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They're playing in Tampa, right?
Playing in Tampa, yes.
Yeah, I got the Bucs. Eagles ain't show me nothing much yet, and I think they're reeling. They took a beating the last game, even though I think they pulled it out, right? Because
they won by 3, but they were trailing most of the game, and they didn't get nothing going until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm not picking Eagles. Yeah, I'm Baker. Baker is playing some good football right now, and the Buccaneers are. Yeah, even the Bucks lost last week, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
They're going to bounce back.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. The one thing that I will say is the one defensive scheme that Kellen Moore has the most problems with. The Bucks play. So I think that the Bucks are going to have a little bit of a field day with Hurts, and I don't know that AJ is going to be ready to play. So they might be hurting a wide receiver again. And the one thing the Bucks can do is stop the run when they want to.
Indeed.
Well, I will say this: I
agree with what you said in this statement right there. Oh. But I agree with you. Too many technical ifs. I mean, but unless you're the Chiefs, you get all the calls, and I'm going to continue to say that until.
Well, I will say this: if they utilize more Bucky Irving in the run game like they did last week,
Bucky,
he's my guy. Has been since Oregon.
Oh, you've always been high on Bucky Irving.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Sure.
Yes, I have.
Attest to that. Yes.
In the third, and he's throughout the first 17-12 Cowboys, as the fourth quarter will come in a few minutes. But they utilize some more. I think Baker will bounce back, or as Oos likes to call him, Reagan Mayfield, if you will. But I mean, for whatever reason, it just seems like lately in this reincarnation of this particular matchup, the Eagles are just a bad matchup for the Buccaneers. And not to mention, I just still think the Eagles' offensive line is still shaky at times.
The whole offense alone does not look crisp.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
That's what I've said about Kellen Moore's offense. His offensive scheme allows too many bad things to happen to his quarterbacks because of his combination routes that he calls. So, in my eyes, I said that Jalen Hurts would be injured by midseason. And we saw him get hit quite a bit in that game against the Saints. And some of those hits were not good hits.
And not to mention, we don't know if Smith has clear concussion protocol because he took a nasty hit.
That's a terrible shame.
It was. It was a bad, nasty.
A terrible shame.
And not to mention, they were already playing without A.J. Brown in that game against New Orleans. So now it's almost like, well, if you're Jalen Hurts, who are you going to throw the ball to in this game if Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are not available for you to throw the ball to? So that lies a big question for the Eagles offense. But I just think...
And correct me if I'm wrong, aren't they both doubtful for this game?
Yes. Well, let's check the injury report. Hold on one second.
I believe you're right there, brother.
As we go back to the injury report here for the Buccaneers and the Eagles.
As Uncle Bobby chimes in, no Brown plus no Smith equals.
And the thing about it is, if you want to know somebody that could probably, what's the best word for it? Take away Barkley, it's the Bucs.
Yes.
Because that front four.
Well, again,
they're tough. They're tough.
They got linebackers that can play sideline to sideline, can cover and tackle.
Here's the thing: if you're not containing big number 50 in the middle, if you're not containing Vita Vea, you're going to have a long day. I'm just saying.
Very long.
He's a whole wrecking crew by himself. He's a wrecking crew by himself.
If you can't contain Vita Vea in the middle, you're going to have some problems. But to answer your question right now, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are both questionable. Lane Johnson, one of the offensive linemen, he is questionable, which again, as it's 2nd and 2 for the Giants as we start the fourth quarter here. Singletary on the run.
Nice move.
Yeah.
Nice move. I can't say nothing bad about that. Flag.
Was real nice.
Flag again.
Flag again. That's why he got to the outside so easily, Chris.
And look at that secretary. He looks like it's coming back, and it is.
Well, as our brother would say, cheating
On Manhurts.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I like that they called it, but at the same time, this is too many holding calls. But look at what they're doing look at that. How's that not holding?
Damn.
Man, let me just bear hug him and make sure he don't go anywhere.
Right.
That's definitely a hold. All right, so I like the pirate ship. I like the Buccaneers firing the cannons. I'm expecting a big day from Bucky on the ground and a big day from Mike Evans.
So far that we only are opposite. Chris, you only got one lone wolf, right? But everything else is pretty much on point. Okay. All right. So just clarify that for the people to understand how the picks are going.
2nd and 12. Oh, he's taking a shot.
Taking a shot. Ooh, he underthrew him. He had a step. That was underthrown.
That was a bad throw. That was a bad throw.
Definitely a bad throw.
Gentlemen, who do you like in the Bucs-Eagles game?
Oh,
Bucks.
The Bucks.
All right. All right. Both teams are 2-1. Another interesting game. We have the Commanders, as Uncle Bobby chimes in and says, "What's a $4,500 fine for an NFL player? It was a horrible hit on Smith. Raise the fine, or you're going to have other receivers go down." Well, hey. Won't get no thing.
It's true.
And we got timeout on the field.
Yeah.
Timeout.
They had 1 second to go, and he didn't get his receiver moving in motion in time.
Okay, all right. But just to piggyback on that, Unk's not lying. That's he's very true what he just said right there.
All right,
this is an interesting. I want to watch this evolution of the black quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
Same. I'll definitely chime in on that one.
All right. Next up, we have the Commanders on the road in the desert, taking on the Arizona Cardinals. As Jaden Daniels had us coming out probably this past Monday night. Of course, the Cardinals had a tough one, but lost by 7 to the Lions.
That has potential to be a good game.
But even with that, even though the Commanders have a 2-1 record, the Cardinals are favored -3.5, and the total is 50.5.
It has potential to be a good ass game.
They got the Cardinals -185 and the Commanders +155 on the money line. 3rd and 11 for the Giants at the 47. Jones rolling out.
Holding down there.
Check down. Diggs missed a tackle, but great tackle there. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. But that was a good tackle for the first down. Okay. That's a 4th down for the Giants.
For me, I think I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Oh. Chris is going there.
I understand what they've got with Washington. I understand what we've seen, but I've liked what I've seen out of the Cardinals defense, and I also think that Kyler Murray is a difficult coverage for any defense, and I don't think the Washington defense is quite there yet.
Giants go for it on 4th down and convert with Neighbors and a 1st down.
And he's down.
And Neighbors is down.
He's good.
He's up. He's good.
Okay.
He's good. I'm also going to go with the Cardinals as well. I like what you said. That was pretty much what I would say if I would have picked the team first with the pick. I just think Kyler Murray might be a little bit too much for the defense. And even though Jaden Daniels is out there playing tremendous good football, which he showed us that he can do what he can in the NFL, but I just think the Cardinals got this one. I think they got this one.
I'm picking the Cards for one reason. James Conner. James Conner. No, this one doesn't. This one doesn't sting me as much because, like I said, James Conner is going to be the reason why they win this game with the way he's been running in the run game.
Agreed. This one's coming back.
No, it's going to be on Dallas.
It's on Washington. Okay.
Okay. As Uncle Bobby just says, Jones can't lead his receivers on a deep throw. His receivers either have to stop or slow down to catch the ball.
Clearly, what we just saw a few plays ago.
Because I thought he was trying to force a PI, and that's why he kind of stopped and tried to go into the defender, but it was just a very badly poor thrown ball.
The object is, if it's a certain play, you lead your receiver unless it's a timing route.
And here come the Giants in the 20s again.
Nope.
Great tackle.
Great tackle.
That's a yard loss. He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. As it is,
I have not had brownie in years, and that was a damn good brownie.
Neighbors, 3-2 down. All right. Next up, we have. I'm gonna call this a get right game, because if they don't win this game, there's going to be some heads rolling in Santa Clara as the 49ers take on the Patriots. Devo Samuel was back at practice. That's a good sign. He's coming across the field. Oh, you got to make the tackle! And
there's a rookie again.
Oh, yes. I forgot Lau.
Was about to sit here and talk about that team in Santa Clara.
Oh, Diggs.
Cramp.
Oh, that's a cramp because he's massaging it. Yeah, that's a cramp.
Okay.
That'd be a cramp.
Yes, we're talking about my team that plays at Great America. Yes.
As I prepare my shot.
Yeah, he just cramped up.
If there ever is a get right game for this football team, it is on this Sunday, because what you do not want to do is you do not want to give the New England Patriots any kind of confidence. I don't know if Drake May is going to get his first start, but the Patriots can't move the doggone football for nothing. And like I said, you don't want to give them any kind of confidence, so you just need to put your throttle down on the throat and just don't take it off the Tiger's neck.
As I will sit here and piggyback off, you say you guys should take care of business and win this game, i.e. what my Raiders should have did to the goddamn Panthers, but they didn't do that. Deep down inside in my soul, I hope that the Niners lose this fucking game, but they're not. So I am picking the Niners to win this game.
I'm picking the Niners as well.
In case you guys didn't hear my wife in the background, she made a nice little noise about me picking the Niners.
3rd and 14.
Oh, catch the ball.
Wait, you got to catch.
Oh, you got to catch that. I'm sorry. Daniel Jones has been pretty crappy.
Think they'll go for it on 4th and 14?
Hell no, they take it.
No.
They want to take a point.
They're going to kick a field goal.
That was a good ball.
Oh, throws that.
Oh, that was a good. Well, it should have been pushed off too, though. He clearly pushed off on a DB. But to Daniel Jones' account, that was a good ball.
42 yards.
And
I will say this 10 times out of 10. It's always been with the referees. If you extend your arms as a push-off, it should be called. And he clearly extended his arms as a push-off.
Pass interference.
Yep.
So you think they didn't call it because he didn't catch the ball?
Should have been a penalty flag out anyway. Should have been up to the Cowboys.
I don't disagree. I'm just simply asking the question. Did they perhaps not throw the ball because he dropped it, or throw the flag because he dropped it? All right.
Well, the flag would have been on the Giants.
I agree.
The fact of the matter is this: anytime you have a obvious penalty, as they always do, they throw the penalty, right? And then they come together. What did you guys see? Should we pick it up or not? That should have been a penalty flag. Because what if you did catch it? You're going to then throw the penalty flag? That's going to make everybody in all of the NFL ask if the refs are cheating.
Okay, so in all fairness, they should have just do the flag anyway, just to.
Yeah, yeah, and
So you
let the
guys could have
Cowboys
declined
decide.
it.
Are
Of
you going
course,
to move them back again
right.
and let them go third down again, or are you going to call the flag? Are you going to because you didn't catch it? Are you going to decline it?
I
So
Just,
think I think the
it should have
Cowboys
came
should have
out.
accepted it because you would have took
just
them out
do
of the
that
field goal
against the
range.
Chiefs. Just do that against the
Yeah,
Chiefs. Do that. Thanks.
yeah, exactly.
This
Now,
next
if it was the Chiefs, wide receiver, they would have called offense or defensive pass interference.
100%.
this next game, Mizzle hopes it ends in a tie because he really does not care about this game. Um, but it is the Taylor Swifts taking on the Inglewood Chargers in Inglewood. Of course, the big question is, will Justin Herbert play in this game?
I don't think so. He re-injured that high ankle sprain. So I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, we know this is we all made this statement earlier or previous shows. When it comes down to winning tequila, I will pick the necessary team to win the game to make sure I get that bottle. So it will be the Taylor Swifts, as my brother will say. I will pick them to win this game.
Sorry, that was my thing. Of this game should not be this close. Dallas should be blowing these fools out.
Right, 100%. I think this game should totally be more Cowboy than what it is. As you said earlier in the show, Chris, that they're letting them stick around a little bit.
As much as I really want to pick Harbaugh and the Bolts, you have a questionable Joey Bosa.
Yep.
You already have Derwin James that will not be playing in this game due to a suspension.
Yes.
Not to mention Hayden Hurst is questionable. Not to mention Justin Herbert is questionable. As Chris just said, he re-aggravated that sprain. And you really want to put Taylor Heineke up there against the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chefs. Great googly moogly.
Yeah. What are the chefs? So, man, only one lone
Oh,
wolf.
nice little outlet.
Yeah, that was a nice
He's
play.
going to have him down. No, he's going to be short
That's not
by
a first
half
down.
a yard.
That's not a first down. Yeah, that's definitely
Nah.
hurt.
Like I said, in my heart of hearts, I really want to pick Harbaugh, but again, like I said, you don't know if Bosa is going to play, and like I said, you don't have Derwin James, so that's going to hurt you trying to guard Rasheed Weiss and Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
And not to mention
Xavier Worthy, Shanti, or the kid from BIC, is that his cousin?
I don't know. That's a good question. Rico with the first down to the 45-yard line. 10.5 to go in the game. Cowboys up by 2, 17-15. All right. Can Mizzle's beloved Raiders get back
Diggs dehydrated. Not surprised.
as they play the Cleveland Browns? Of course, speculations about what's going on with Deshaun Watson, but the Raiders say they are sticking with Gardner Minshew at quarterback, so he will get the start. So, Mizzle, as your team is 2.5-point favorites against the Browns, as Dak goes to throw. Oh, nice catch by Herbert.
Nobody touched him.
First
How are
down.
you giving him? Why are you not giving him the first down? He slid
That
down.
should
Nobody
be a first
touched him.
down.
Got up and
That
made the
should be a
first down.
It should be a first down.
Exactly.
Interesting. But, Mizzle, how do your Raiders bounce back and try to get back on track against the Browns this upcoming Sunday?
Don't do what they did last week.
Bass is now in at right guard.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's
do what they
because
did last week.
Martin got hit in the face.
Oh, okay.
First down, Cowboys to the 40.
Yeah.
But,
If you saw him on the sidelines, they're checking his eyes. I think he got hit in the face.
He might have got poked in the eye. Yeah.
Poked in the eye. Yeah.
But the Raiders should not do what they did last week. But shocker, I don't think they got their ish together. I'm actually picking the Cleveland Browns to win this game.
Oh, baby.
Where are they playing?
In Vegas.
In where?
In Vegas.
I'm going with the Raiders. Where's the PI again?
Yeah, he was all over his back. I don't think we're there yet. We're not there yet. That's the only reason why I'm going to pick the Browns.
Flops.
Well, I don't.
we can't protect our quarterback. We don't have a running game.
Dude, how is that not PI?
Oh, that was
How is that not? Well, no, he's on his back, but he didn't. Yeah, he's grabbing his arm.
But that's PI.
From the 40, in the gun. Fake. And caught.
There it is.
Over. Gets out of bounds. As Underwood says, if it's a high ankle sprain, Herbert won't be right until midseason unless he's getting shot up with painkillers. He won't play. And by the way, Minshew is every other team's backup except with the Raiders.
Agreed. I got the Browns. I just think their defense might be will be able to stop the offense because we don't have an identity on our offense yet. Well, the identity is they should run 4 wide majority of the time of the game because that's what works for them. They won't do it because they want to establish themselves as a running team, which they're not. So, yeah, I don't know if Myles Garrett is going to play because he didn't practice yesterday and today. But I still think without Myles Garrett, I think the Browns still win this game. I just don't.
What about but hold on. What about your guys' what about Max? Is he playing?
He's not 100% either. Oh, he will play.
He'll play.
But he won't be 100%.
You'll have to kill him to get him off the field.
Yeah, he's not 100%. And you clearly saw that last week because you saw no juice. And Max
was it his leg?
It's his ankle.
Okay.
Well, he's questionable.
I'm still going with the Raiders because I think the Raiders have a little bit more juice defensively overall.
And here comes Diggs jogging back onto the sideline for the Cowboys on this second down.
I agree with what you're saying, Chris, but I just don't think that they're there yet. And Deshaun Watson is well.
Did they just fake out the cameraman?
Yeah, they did. They did.
And I think CeeDee Lamb was the whole offensive mind frame, this whole game plan.
Well, I think what you need to do as a Cowboys is some of the calls that are made. I need to see more from other players because right now what I'm seeing is Lamb is their whole offense.
Yep.
And if it's not Lamb, then you got to go Ferguson. And I think that's the problem with the Cowboys right now.
3rd and 7. Oh. And we just heard Sis get upset, asking WTF.
I told her, give the passion. This is why I told her to stay in here.
Let's see, what was he looking at?
Oh, he had the right. He had the
He's
right.
Waiting for,
he had
waiting.
the right
Well, if he had a little bit more time, if he had just another step, he would have had that. That would have been a first down easily.
40 yards for Aubrey to make this a 5-point game.
Who was that pass to?
Sedarius.
True.
And the kick is good.
It's true.
And the Cowboys their lead back to 5.
Indeed.
Well, now the defense needs to step up, plain and simple. And this is where I get pissed off at Cowboy fans because they blame Dak for the shortcomings on offense. What else is a man supposed to do on that?
100%.
Anybody?
I mean,
and the thing about it is,
but he delivered
when you exactly. So you deliver points. Now the next piece of this is your defense needs to step up and have a stop against the Giants.
Yep.
And now they got Trayvon back. That's gonna be a help. But I'm still saying you need, and I don't know if you guys have ever had an IV. When you're dehydrated and you take an IV, dude, you come back feeling like $1 million.
I have never had an IV, unfortunately, with the sports.
I've had an IV from dehydration from having the flu because I couldn't keep even water down for 3 days. So my wife took me to the ER. I took 2 bags of IV. When they got done, dude, I felt like $1 million, man. I felt so good.
2 bags.
2 bags of saline, and I felt fantastic.
All right. Sunday night, very interesting matchup. We have the Orchard Park.
You didn't say who you picking, Dub, Browns or the Raiders?
I need whiskey, so I'm going with the Raiders over the dog pound.
Ow!
Lone wolf in it. against your own squad.
Team.
Hey, I need tequila.
Okay.
All right. Interesting.
I need rum, but I'm just saying. Go ahead.
The Orchard Park Bills traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens, even with the fact that the Bills are 3-0, even with the fact that the Ravens are 1-2, the Ravens are still a 2.5 point favorite.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because is it this way? Is not that, not even that. Josh Allen just had a fucking game. And what normally happens with Josh Allen when he has one of those games?
He stinks it up. I understand.
Turnover fucking machine.
He stinks it up. I understand.
Right. He doesn't. It's rare that you see him continue off the success that he had a week before. It's rare. And is this game in Crab Cake City?
It is in Harbor City of Baltimore. Yes.
Go ahead, Chris. You pick this one first, and I want to do a little more thinking on this one. Go ahead, brother.
So I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm going with Buffalo.
See?
After you guys pick, I'll tell you why.
I see why Chris brought me on this show. Because I was leading with Buffalo too, but I really don't trust Josh Allen a little bit more because he had a good game. And like I said, he rarely backs it up. Oh, I'm gonna pick the Bills.
6:54 to go in the game.
I'm picking Orchard Park. I think Orchard Park will go into Crab Cakes and take that.
Fake. Jones back to throw.
Get rid of it.
When he does.
He was open. Wait, he was open. How
Yeah,
you
but
not
he
deliver that?
He couldn't. It would have been. He would have caught it out of bounds.
Ooh, I think he could have toe dragged that one.
Jones,
No.
32 for 268 yards. Neighbors, 11 catches for 111 yards. Singletary, 13 carries.
Still not enough.
So the defensive line is doing their job. Now it's the secondary that needs to do theirs.
100%.
Ball at the 30. And then the Giants.
Well, I'll counteract that. I don't think they will do it in this game.
As Scott gets the 35-yard line, sets up third down.
And the Bills are going to bring in a pretty nice, decent defense to counteract that. I think they will have a plan for Lamar. So I think I am going to stick with my pick and ride with the Bills. Who you got, Deb?
I'm sticking with the rule as long as you're undefeated until somebody beats you. I'm picking you. The Orchard Park Bills.
All right. As we got 34 with 6:13 left in the game.
Oh, nice.
No, I don't think you got it.
And you know why? It's because that little herky jerk thing he did. If he would have caught that ball and lunged upfield, he got the first down.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to get out that tackle.
No matter, they're going for it.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, if we look at the replay, if he catches that ball and falls upward, that he gets that first down.
Well, like Chris has said so many times on our Ace NFL broadcast on the 3-on-1, make that first move and go. Don't try to dance. Just turn up and go.
Stick your foot in the ground.
Singletary.
First down.
He got it. He got it.
Barely. But he does get it.
Barely is the correct term. He barely got it, but it's a first down.
Because, I mean, Eric Hendricks was trying very hard to deny him. But
they knew the gap where it was going.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a good push by the offensive line. Yeah, that's definitely
yeah.
First down.
Yeah, does get across.
Yeah.
Lions keep the drive alive. And, of course, for this second consecutive week, we got another two-night Monday night doubleheader special.
Hey, the fans are hating that.
Jones caught Neighbors. Good tackle by Lewis. Gets him out of bounds.
Why doesn't receivers just run upfield? Why do they got to do this extra little move like they want to stop? He could have got a couple of more yards if he just decided to just drop his head.
So Mizzle, share with our viewers of why fans are not liking the Monday night doubleheader.
Because it's two games on at one time. They have to pick and choose which game they want to watch.
This is where every TV should have picture-in-picture. Yeah,
Oh,
ran into
What
Mr. Parsons.
Michael Parsons said, "Hello, I am still here.
Yeah, big time.
Understand number 11 is here."
Yeah, I have not left. I have not left. I have not left it.
Ooh, what a first step! He got off the line with that first step. That was lethal.
He made it lift. Oh,
And that's crazy because the offensive lineman get the first step and the defensive lineman has to react. And
Mr.
finally they're showing Parsons in the gap, in the AB gap, like they should.
Mr. Thomas,
And it's his decision to go or to stay.
You're a Georgia Bulldog.
Oh.
No, quit looking around for a flag. You guys have been doing that all day, all night. Quit looking around for a flag. That's not a penalty.
This is it right here.
Okay, what was he crying about? What was he crying about?
Because he
just dropped the ball.
Because he dropped it. That's why he cried. Because he dropped it. Because if he catches that, he gets positive yardage. Damn near might get down the field.
Oh, the dude! Oh, he got submarined. Watch it! Watch, he falls back on his leg. He got submarined.
Ooh,
and he looked back at the dude like, "What?"
That's nasty.
Yeah, because the center cannot contain him.
Nope.
Well, we know when they come back, they're going for it.
Oh yeah. Uncle Bobby just said Jones on every rollout going to his right. He can't stop and throw a lot sooner because there's no pursuit. Instead, he runs to the numbers before he throws the ball. He's hearing footsteps that aren't there. So are you saying that Mr. Flintstone was being like Sam Darnold and seeing ghosts? By the way,
is it fourth down?
Yes, it is fourth down.
Yes, it's fourth down when they come back.
By the way,
all right, what's it? Go ahead, and then we'll make the next call.
Next Thursday's matchup, NFC South matchup between the Buccaneers and the Falcons in the ATL. That's next Thursday.
What was the other game? The other Monday night game?
Okay, so first game is the Dolphins and the Titans in Miami.
Titans.
Which I really don't care too much about that game.
Because without Tua, I don't think they're going to be able to beat the Titans.
So you're saying Levis Maryland Coffee gets the win?
Yep. That offense is explosive, but when Tua's in, when he's not in, man, it's tough.
Yeah, I just can't see with Skylar Thompson. And I know Miami's offense is very creative, and Mike McDaniels is a very good offensive play caller, but again, it's Skylar Thompson, not Tua Tagovailoa. I agree. Remember the Titans.
Titans.
I
think Mayo Coffee Drinker gets this one.
Now, now the real Monday night game, which I'm very glad it's going to be on ABC because I just still think Monday Night Football just belongs on ABC. But we got a dandy of a matchup between the Seahawks and the Lions in Detroit at 5:15. That is the game to see. Lions coming in minus 3.5. It's still going to be Skylar Thompson, Unc. Even though I know that some people are saying that the Dolphins should perhaps call the Panthers.
That's not good for Michael Parsons.
How much you want to bet he comes back out, or he won't play? But you've got this gap. So I want to see if they go for this on 4th and 6.
Oh, they're going for it.
4th and 6 with 3.5 to go. Cowboys have all 3 timeouts. Giants have 2 timeouts. Giants need a first down to keep the drive alive, or the Cowboys can
try to put the game for it.
They need a 49 for a first down. Empty backfield. Jones in the gun. Jones. Rolling.
No.
Rolling.
Oh, he caught that. He caught that. He was out. No, he caught that. He was out. Oh, he
I don't
caught
think
that.
he caught that.
Out. He's hurt.
No, they're saying incomplete.
Oh.
Our referee says incomplete.
Here's a question mark. Everybody can say he had it, but the fact of the matter is that he have it through the ground. Where's the ball?
And we
Where's the ball? Where's the ball? The ball's on the ground. That is not a complete pass. You can say all you want, but it's a complete pass.
That's definitely a drop. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a drop. Yeah.
He did not complete
by the way, the only reason he's still on the ground, he took the ball to the nuts.
Ah!
That's why he's still on the ground.
The family jewels are not secured. Okay, what's up with these guys? Okay. Now, I know you make millions of dollars, but why in the hell are you wearing a gold bracelet on the football field? What is wrong with you?
Look, CeeDee Lamb's on the sideline, checking on him.
Yeah, but what's up with these guys wearing gold bracelets on the field?
Yeah, he definitely fell on the ball. That was a nut job right there. Parson is on the cart. That is not good.
No, that is not.
That is not good.
Oh, wow, no, man. He's limping pretty bad.
Yikes.
And Parsons is on the cart. That is not good.
No.
No, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. I think it was. I think he jammed his foot and his ankle, and you don't see anything going on his foot. Like usually, if it's really bad, you'll have a blow up brace.
Yes.
And
there's nothing on it.
He doesn't look that frustrated on the cart either, so that's a good sign.
So I think it's precautionary.
My rule is when I see that, two things happen: either your night is over or your season's over. So clearly, he didn't have the season-looking injury face. So we knew that was a face of my night is over.
Yep.
Nice game there by Zeke on first down. Try to run this clock out and get the Cowboys their second win of the season as the Giants use their second timeout with one remaining with 3:16 to go here in the game. Unk says Seahawks golf looked like a deer caught in the headlights, no catch. And he also said that ball all the way to the ground on that last play to Neighbors.
Yes.
And by the way, I will answer the question right now, and I will say that I'm going with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm right with the Lions as well. That's my pick, Lions.
I've picked everybody else in the NFC West, but I'm not doing it tonight. No. I need the Seahawks to lose. Zeke down about an inch shy.
So, you guys see any reason why they're running Zeke right now? I can tell you why they are.
He can get those tough yards.
Well, he's a between the tackles runner.
Yes.
That still has the speed to catch the edge, but I think what they're doing is they want somebody who they know can hold on to the ball and drive his legs and make plays.
Why are they all wearing? Why are they all wearing grills? I will never understand.
Well, this ain't good. Neighbors is going out to the locker room too.
He's got a very big nose.
He's limping pretty bad too.
Yeah, that was a bad limp.
Fullback.
First down. That's a huge first down right there. They can't stop the clock now. That's huge. Good play call.
If they took their last time out, why is the clock still ticking down?
That's a good question.
Or was the last time out that they took actually their last?
It might have been.
Last time was their last.
I wasn't picked. Okay, so
when the clock stopped, it was 3 minutes and 16 seconds when they took their last time out.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over.
Yeah, one more first down. One more first, and that'll do it.
Oh, well, that one.
When you have to reach to hand the ball off like that always bothered me. That takes away from the running back. He's got to slow up to wait for the handoff.
And
So something's got to be worked on with their splits. Right now, I'm not even snapping the ball until we go all the way down to 2 minutes.
They're not running another play. It's 2-minute warnings coming up right now.
There's your 2-minute warning.
Yep.
All right, one more first down will seal this win for the Cowboys. We'll put them at 2-2 in the NFC East.
I think we could, after this weekend, we could wind up with a 3-way tie at first place. I think that Washington has a chance to lose and Philly has a chance to lose. If they both lose over this weekend, you got a 3-way tie in first place.
Wow.
In the NFC.
Because they haven't played. Yeah, they haven't played each other yet, except for the Cowboys and the Giants. No other NFC team East, that is, have played each other yet.
So if we're talking division, the Cowboys would have one up in the division.
Why would they have one up if it was a 3-way tie?
I'm talking about as far as just being up in the division amongst division opponents is what I mean.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. They'd be 1-0 in the division. But you know what helps them is the 10 days off right now.
Oh yeah, sure, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
That's the one advantage of playing on Thursdays. You do get that extra time to prepare for your next opponent. For sure.
Yep. Well, and I think it gives them the opportunity to make the adjustments they need to make on defense.
That too. That certainly does help.
All righty then.
All right, we will wait.
Brady still wants to make some money.
All right, we got something. Oh yeah, we do have Vikings and Jets in Week 5 in London next week. For Week 5. Yes.
Vikings and Jets, huh?
Vikings and Jets.
I thought we
Charlie,
you haven't picked that game yet?
No, that's for Week 5.
Okay.
That's the first Sunday in October.
Yep.
If you look at New York,
which is next weekend, not this weekend.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Look at the Empire State Building here in New York.
Is that the Empire State Building or is that the Freedom Building?
That looks like the Empire State Building.
It did.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Now I'm thinking about it.
I think it was
because of the topper on the building.
Yeah.
All right, it's second down and 13. Giants cannot stop the clock. First down pretty much steals it for the Cowboys. Rico. I don't know why they have him go inside.
Well, because if you bounce it outside, you still stand a chance. Now, personally, this is where I would put Zeke in and Dowdle in. Fake it to Zeke up the middle and pitch it to Dowdle around the corner.
They'll give them time to score. At least try to get another touchdown or something.
Well, we could see that the Cowboys did their job against the rush. They just couldn't stop the freaking pass tonight.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 12.
But just so you don't get mad, they're running the ball again, though.
Rico. Well, I will say this.
And then what?
They probably
the Giants are going to get the ball with like under 50 seconds left. Yeah, but they have no timeouts, and they need a touchdown instead of a field goal.
All it takes is one.
No, they're going to add 3 more points.
Oh, they're trying to put it away. So he makes his field goal. You don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. He makes the 3 games over.
Yeah.
And not to mention, he's trying to waste as much clock as he can because you figure it'll be 30 seconds by the time they kick this.
Here's what I would do. Call a timeout.
Oh,
well, no, not if you set up. There you go.
And
he missed it.
He missed
shit.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow.
Because it was rushed.
If they hadn't done
That was rushed. I don't think he was set when it got snapped. Look at the replay. Wow.
Oh boy. Well,
I'd have let the clock run down and take a timeout.
high drama here in, as Uncle Bobby just says, I'm happy for Nicole.
She can't hear you because I have the
Here's
headphones.
here's where I think the Cowboys messed up. I would have ran the ball one more time because by the time they
I
change
would have
out,
just let the clock run down.
Here we go. Jones rolling out. Downfield. Incomplete, looking for Robinson.
That's ball game. This is good.
22 seconds.
That first play has dictated how this game was going to go. It's over.
I'm not saying a word until I see triple zeros.
As you should. But I believe that first play right there just dictated how this game was going to go. The rest of the game's going to go. They don't need a field goal, Chris. So they need a touchdown.
Don't care till I see triple zeros.
Real sports fan.
5, 4, 3, 2.
They do get the playoff. Jones rolling out.
Holding again.
Throwing, incomplete again. Pass caught on the sideline.
The first time I've seen prevent defense win a game.
Well, they're actually not. If you look at what they're playing, they're not playing a prevent. They're taking away the sideline so that way they can't throw anything.
Yeah.
"15 seconds to perhaps give the Giants a shot at a Hail Mary from the 41. Going.
Ball game.
Gonna do it.
Ball game.
Stay down. Stay down. There you go.
Ball game. Can I get a fist bump, babe? I'm telling you, she is one of the toughest Cowboy fans that I know. Even though they won this game, she's still not happy.
I'm not happy.
Laurier was
the face I just got. Yeah, she's not happy with this game. Real Cowboy fan.
Oh, I see. They're saying he's down because he kicked them.
You play to win the game.
I don't care how you slice this game. This is a bullshit game. This is a get-right game for the Cowboys, and they damn well better have won. That's all I'm saying.
Am I wrong?
A W is a W is a W.
W is a W, right?
No.
The Arlington Cowboys will get the win 20-15.
Oh, you're talking about your fantasy. I'm talking about your
thing. If they did better, I also could have got more points on my fantasy.
Jesus Christ.
She ain't wrong.
If she had the Cowboys defense, they didn't have the Giants didn't score a touchdown. It was all field goals.
Well, your defense should have done for you. The Giants didn't score a touchdown, did they? No, all field goals.
It was all field goals.
So, yeah,
no touchdowns were scored by the East Rutherford Giants.
How did your defense get you 4 points when all they had was field goals? I believe what you're telling me. I have to look at it.
Well, at the end of the day, the Arlington Cowboys get the win over the East Rutherford Giants. And the Cowboys will have Victory Friday and 10 days to prepare for their next opponent. And their next
Mr. Mason, I would disagree with you because even if you threw it in the end zone, there was nobody in the end zone to catch it. Just saying.
All right, so with that win, the Cowboys do even their mark to 2-2 with the win over the East Rutherford Giants. And as mentioned, they will get a lot of days to prepare for the next opponent. And their next opponent will be next Sunday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. So the old rivalry is renewed once again between the Cowboys and the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. So,
Joy to the world.
The wife says goodbye, everybody. She's leaving us now, and
good night, sis.
Good night.
I don't understand why I got the one finger salute when her Cowboys win, but whatever.
Because she's like me.
She is a split. She
Cowboys.
is a split.
We know the Cowboys aren't playing up to their. They're not playing up to their potential.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
I get that. Again,
you guys won.
Did not score a touchdown in this game. They held the Giants to nothing but field goals.
Never satisfied, brother. Understand that.
This game should have been 35-3. Just calling it as I see it.
Oh, baby. We got Cowboy fans that are not satisfied with the win as they go to 2-2.
It almost sounds like, and I'm not taking a shot at Cowboy fans when I say this, but it almost sounds like your fan base, brother. You guys are so fucking privileged. You guys think everything should go your way.
What, Cowboys?
No. I was talking about.
He's talking about my fan base, which, like there are some fans that I've always have to correct. I'm like, dude, every game in the NFL, you're not going to blow them out by 20. Calm down. At the end of the day, it's about winning the doggone football game.
Now, neither one of you are Cowboys fans.
No.
Let me preface what I'm going to ask by saying that first. You guys just sat there and watched this game. Would you say that the Cowboys left points on the board, off the board? And hold on. But would you agree with me? Would you agree with me that some of their drives stalled because of phantom holding calls?
A lot of penalties. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, penalties played a good portion of how this game was played. If you ask me.
Yes, I agree to. Yes, I agree to.
I'll be off camera for just a sec. Go ahead, Dub. Sorry.
I was just saying, to a certain degree, yes. There was points left. The refs did have a, did stall drives, but at the end of the day,
which they don't.
But as we always say, at the end of the day, a win is a win. Hey, sloppy wins, ugly wins are beautiful wins in the NFL because it is hard to win in the NFL. And at the end of the day, the Arlington Cowboys will walk away with their second win of the season to put their mark at 2-2.
Yeah, but what I want to see out of these Cowboys is potential. And what I want to see out of these Cowboys is living up to that potential. But what I also want to see is, we see a lot of, and this is just me from watching the last couple of games, what I see is a lot of penalties, a lot of head-scratching penalties, because they say the Cowboys are the most penalized team in the NFL. Now, what I saw tonight reinforced that, but it reinforced it as to what I see by bad calls by the referees, because we saw multiple defensive pass interference calls that were not called. We saw multiple holding calls that I'm like, what the hell was a hold? Where was a hold?
Preach.
All right, now just to answer your question, Chris, you're talking about Malik Neighbors. He exited because he had a concussion.
Oh.
Well, that might be true, but did you see the way he was limping?
Yes, but I'm just. That's just the announcement that was given to us, or given to me by Bleach Report, that he had a concussion.
No, and I can understand that. I'm just calling it the way I see it from a football fan standpoint. And what I saw from a football fan standpoint was, again, a lot of head scratching for calls that were made that I just don't understand.
Go Fathers. Go Fathers.
Go who?
So
the San Diego Fathers.
Are they playing that damn dreaded team from LA?
Yes, they are, and they're up 2-0 in the sixth.
But technically,
So
fuck both of those teams.
Correct,
this is
but F the team
this
in
is
blue.
where. Sorry, I was just going to say this is where I just have a misunderstanding as far as what can be done as far as with the Cowboys. I think that there's a couple of things that need to be done and need to be fixed defensively. And now, instead of it being against a run game, it is more on the secondary side.
Uncle Bobby chimes in and says it was only close because the boys have no running backs, and holding was being called, not phantom calls. Holding is at the discretions of the refs. And he also says, I knew it was a concussion by the way he was walking off the field. He looked disoriented going to the locker room.
Well, I mean, you could see that he looked a little disoriented, but I also saw the fact that
A limp.
one of the biggest things that I saw was the fact that that limp had me concerned because that looked like a groin.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we get off to this week with a win, as all three of us did pick the Cowboys to get the win. And so, coming into this Thursday night game, Chris's record coming in was 23-24. My record coming in here was 27-20, and Mizzle with a 29-18 record on this upcoming week 4 of the
So
season.
tequila is winning.
Yes, at the moment, yes.
Got a long way to go.
Still got 13 more weeks to go in this season, but the Cowboys do get the win by a final score of 20-15 over the Giants.
What separated us this week, bro?
Well,
we were close coming into this week. So what separated us?
It was
say hi to Dub, your favorite person. Say hi.
River. Hello, River. River makes an appearance on the screen. It was the fact that you had the Steelers and Chris picked the Chargers. And then he picked the Cardinals and you picked the Lions. And of course, he picked the Cowboys, you picked the Ravens. I mean, that pretty much was the difference because we all took L's with the Browns. We all took L's with Houston. We all took L's with New Orleans. We all took L's with the Bucks. We all took L's with the Raiders. We all took L's with the doggone 49ers. I picked the alma mater to beat the Chiefs and probably would have beat the Chiefs if it wasn't for the doggone refs. We all picked the Bills, and we all took an L with the Bengals, as Jane Daniels had his coming out party.
Yeah, he sure the hell did. Okay, but like we all said, it's still a long season.
Absolutely.
Even though that I got the elite right now, but shit, hell. I mean, it won't change much this week because we pretty much were spot on with all our picks. You guys picked the Raiders, and I picked the Browns, so that might give you guys an extra little push right there. And chiming in from the chat from Uncle Bobby about the limp, as he says.
So they're showing the Malik Neighbors again, where he comes to the sidelines. I'm sorry, he did not drive his head into the turf, so I'm kind of surprised that he came up with a concussion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, start off to the week, and some interesting games coming up here in college this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, talk to us, Dub. Talk to us.
Well, it's a big, big game for my Bulldogs as they play Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Is it really?
Well, all right, Unc. Thank you for chiming in and hanging out with us on this Thursday evening as he's saying he's out. Yeah, because
really upset that I missed you over the weekend, but thanks for chiming in. Love you, Unc. Catch you on the next one.
But just beat the damn elephants. That would make this Bulldog fan very happy.
How's your confidence level?
Well, It is a one. They're a -1 is Georgia in this game. If Carson Beck takes care of the ball, Georgia should win the game. Because again, this is not a Nick Saban coached Alabama team.
Agreed.
Now if it was Saban still coaching, I would be like, I'm nervous as all get done because it's just what it is. But this is not the same Roll Tide as opposed. So I'm expecting Uga to feast on some elephant meat, if you will. So just to round out other good matchups from the top 25, Clemson ranked 17 takes on Stanford. Kentucky takes on Ole Miss. Ole Miss is number 6. Michigan ranked number 12 takes on Minnesota at 2-2. Good matchup going in Manhattan as Kansas State takes on 20th ranked Oklahoma State. So that is 23rd ranked Kansas State against 23rd ranked or 20th ranked Oklahoma State. Both teams coming in at 3-1. Wisconsin at home or Wisconsin on the road against USC in Southern California. In South Bend, 15th ranked Louisville takes on 16th ranked Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana. Auburn at 3-1 heads over to Jordan Hare to take on Auburn. Texas A&M ranked 24th takes on Arkansas. Arkansas also in at 3-1. Number 1 in the nation, Bevo, the Longhorns of Texas A&M. They are at home taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Texas coming in at 4-0. Mississippi State at 1-3. Interesting matchup in East Lansing as Ohio State ranked number 3 goes into East Lansing to take on Michigan State. Michigan State coming in at 3-1. Ohio State coming in at 3-0. 18th ranked Iowa State 3-0. They're on the road in Houston. Houston is 1-3. Now this one should be a real good matchup on NBC. 19th ranked Illinois coming in at 4-0, taking on the 3-0 and 9th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. That takes place at Penn State in University Park, PA, in Beaver Stadium. LSU is just basically paying South Alabama to take a L. 4-0 Washington State on the Smurf turf in Boise to take on 25th ranked Boise State. Arizona and Utah renewing acquaintances. Utah coming in ranked number 10 and 4-0 after that big win over Oklahoma State last week. At the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, which would have been an old Pac-12 matchup, is now a Big Ten conference matchup, which makes no sense whatsoever to think of. But it is the 8th ranked Oregon Ducks taking on the UCLA Bruins in a Big Ten. That just makes absolutely no sense.
And for anyone who cares, UNLV lost their their quarterback
and their
running back.
All because they did not get his in it. Well, we got one final. Army beats Temple 42-14, and I believe Army is. What's that?
Who's Florida State playing? Or should I say, who are they losing to next?
Well, Virginia Tech is playing number 7th ranked, the team that you guys don't like, that wears orange and green as Orange Cassidy makes his first appearance on Talking Ish.
Second appearance.
Second
appearance.
I did earlier.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We got Rutgers taking on Washington in Rutgers in New Jersey. Oh, he got under that. Fresno State and UNLV should be a fantastic matchup in the Mountain West. Fresno State at 3-1, UNLV at 3-0. Stanford taking on Clemson in Death Valley. As we're going down for some other matchups, BYU, number 22 ranked, takes on Baylor. Maryland takes on Indiana. Nebraska takes on Purdue. Buffalo takes on UConn. Illinois State against NC State. Western Kentucky against Boston College. Holy Cross takes on Syracuse. Navy takes on UAB. South Florida takes on Tulane. Ball State takes on James Madison. Of course, James Madison coming off scoring 70 last week in Chapel Hill against North Carolina. Mass taking on Miami, Ohio. Louisiana against Wake Forest. TCU against Kansas. Colorado goes to Central Florida to take on Central Florida. Liberty takes on Appalachian State. San Diego State takes on Central Michigan. Akron takes on Ohio.
Akron.
Wow. The best rivalry in college basketball takes place on the gridiron. North Carolina and Duke in Durham.
Fuck Duke.
Doesn't matter what sport. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Florida State is taking on SMU in Dallas.
SMU is going to whoop their ass. Anyway,
SMU is at 3-1, and they are -6. Cincinnati takes on Texas Tech, and the Battle of New Mexico between New Mexico and New Mexico State. Air Force takes on Wyoming. And that is your action for Week 5 of this college football season. As there are some teams on a bye, I think. Yeah, there's teams on a bye. So there you go. And also to our brethren up north in, of course, Chris's home country. Oh, Canada. Our home and native land. Tomorrow. Struck him out. Tomorrow we got 2 games. We got the Edmonton Elks taking on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That's at 5 p.m. And at 7:30 p.m. we have the Hamilton Tiger Cats taking on the BC British Columbia Lions. And then on Saturday, the Ottawa Red Blacks take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders. That's at noon. And in the nightcap, Mizzle's beloved Boatmen at home against the defending Grey Cup champions, the Alouettes de Montreal. The Alouettes coming in at 11-2-1. And the Argonauts coming in at 7-7. The Red Blacks certainly a game ahead of the last playoff spot in the East with a better record than the Argonauts. Blue Bombers 8-6. Saskatchewan coming in at 6-7-1. BC Lions at 7-7. Elks at 5-9. And my sorry Stampeders at 4-9-1. And that's what's
You're who? Say it again. You're what?
My beloved sorry sucky Stampeders at 4-9-1. I said it.
Beautiful thing in here.
You know what, asshole? We got Chris's other sport, hockey, going on right now with preseason.
Yes.
Just to go through.
It's nice to get L tonight.
Just going through some scores here in preseason. In overtime, the Sabres beat the Senators 3-2. In the Battle of Canada between the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens, the Maple Leafs get the win 2-1. Rangers beat the Bruins 5-2. Flyers beat the Islanders 2-1. And Mizzle and my beloved Sharks tied 1-1 against the Mighty Ducks in the second period. Going through some pre-season hockey. All right. So, gentlemen, any final thoughts as we put a bow and wrap here on this 6th episode of Talking Ish, as Chris's Cowboys do get the win 20-15 over the East Rutherford Giants, and now the Cowboys get 10 days to prepare for their longtime nemesis in the Super Bowl, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Chris. You got it first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm still listening to Dak a little bit. Go ahead.
Which, by the way, again, Chris, happy birthday, my friend.
Yep.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That's it. Yep. My final thoughts as we wrap a bow on it is the Cowboys did what they should have done tonight. It should have been a lot more. There's a lot of meat on the bone still for the Cowboys because the Giants should have been nowhere close to what the Cowboys could have done. Boxing needs to give us what we need. Canelo needs to stop being a little prick and running and ducking. Either give us Bevo or give us Bud, and I'll be happy.
There you go.
And I'm looking forward to January when I come out there and do A7 with you guys.
Touche. Just the usual. Don't forget to check out the All-Pro Job Pose, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan, with our good friends JP, EJ Wizzle, and DJ Matt Sticks. Their last episode this Tuesday is currently up on the Job Post TV YouTube channel. Of course, don't forget about the Mizzle and Dove show. We'll come at you Sunday with our recap show of Week 4. Also, don't forget the Other Side of the Ball every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. on the Other Side of the Ball network.
Hello, Matt. I could make that episode.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to this Talking Ish with Dub, Chris, and Mizzle, as we will come at you either on a Thursday Night Football or Saturday when Mizzle does have the weekend off.
Just go ahead and give the people our schedule for this show.
So So for those that want to tune in, like I said, when Mizzle does not have the weekend off, we will come at you during Thursday Night Football. When he does have the weekend off, we will come at you on Saturdays. So either Thursday or Saturdays is when you will catch Talking Ish with myself, Mizzle, and Chris. But for the Cowboy fan who was happy with the win but not happy with how they won, and for Voltron and the Galaxy,
Well, and for my final thoughts for this,
yes.
it's always fun doing the show with two of my guys. So it's fun seeing you guys, fun talking up football and talking about different things when it comes to Thursday nights watching the game. But tonight, yeah, my Cowboys got the win. Not excited about it, but they got the win. We'll leave it at that. But overall, man, it's football season. This is my time of the year. Win, lose, or draw. I'm a Cowboys fan, die hard, and it don't matter. I just love talking football, man. I could sit on here and we could talk all night. So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No.
Well,
Thank you.
There's really not much to say. Like I said, this is the enjoyable, fun part about doing a podcast and getting to talk all kinds of football with you.
People that you get along with and can sit here and talk it with.
Yes.
That's what makes everything that we do, from this show to me and your show, the Joffos, every show that we are incorporated with, it's more like a family kind of feel.
It is, man. I mean, I enjoyed Wednesday night with last night with Mr. Hammond, even though he does go ham a little bit too often.
Oh, he will take over your fucking show.
Mr. Corey A. Smith.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Corey will take over your show, and you're there for him, and he's on your show.
Well, the great thing about it is we got control, so we can mute him when we need to.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's always a positive. But what cracked me up was his name yesterday was a Vegas activist, pro-activist, excuse me, Vegas pro-activist. But I got to say, when we get on these shows, it's a lot of fun, and I've tried to talk and get people to come on the show that like to talk shit, and it's like, dude, I understand, but bring your points to a show where people are going to have points against you, no matter what team. I don't care who it is. You're going to have guys that will side with you. Bring your points. Let us hear them, and let us move forward. But it's amazing to me how people will talk, but when it comes to a show, they want to keep their lips shut because they don't want people to understand what they're talking about, because they don't want others to see a different side, or better yet, their take isn't true or real. So it's just about hate. So I don't really hate any NFL team. I'll be the first one to admit that. Yeah, I dislike all the teams in my division, but who doesn't?
True.
If you got a team that plays in a division, you hate all the other teams in that division.
Absolutely.
But when they're not playing your boys or your squad, you could be honest. We could be honest. If I think that the Eagles, Redskins, I still call them the Redskins because I hate the name Commanders. I think it's horrible. But
it's always going to be the Redskins. We're old school.
Yeah. Grew up with them, man. I grew up with them as a Redskin. So, or the Giants, it don't matter. The only time that I really have something to say against them is when I get some of their fans with their nonsense and hatred, and it just makes me giggle, because it's like, you could say all you want and call the Cowboys trash, but why is it when they play your team, they win? So it is what it is, and that's a legacy of fans, right? We all have something to say about everybody else's teams, and I'm fine with that. So being on a show like this is fun, but like I said, I would love to have, other people's points of view. I would invite people, and anybody listening, you want to come on the show and talk trash about your team, bring it.
We embrace
or
it.
if you want to do some picks.
Hold on, Dub, before you say that. I want to piggyback on what Chris just said. Come talk about it. The name of the show is Talking Ish. We want
Exactly.
that. This is so if we're inviting you on this show to come talk some shit, do it. This is what this show
Do
is
it.
all about. There
Do
it
it.
is. I gotta say, there it is. We embrace
Come,
that,
come, come talk your
especially
shit.
especially us three.
And
Dub knows
yeah,
me. I love when somebody can come talk shit with me. I can't do it with Dub because me and him have a chemistry when it comes to this sports and what we want to talk and how we handle our show. You might not ever see me and Dub go at each other's throats. It won't happen. But if I can get somebody else to come on the show, I love it. I need that. Bring it. We want the
yeah.
passion, as my brother would say.
Bring the energy.
All of it. And there's no edits on here. We don't edit.
Nah,
What we talk about is what we talk about. Ain't no edit, no nothing like that. So
no, you come talk all you want. The fact of the matter is, when you bring a bad take, you're gonna get called out for it, and that's what I'm saying. That's where most people don't want to do it.
Eat the cake up.
They're afraid of getting called out. They're afraid
Call me out.
of somebody calling them on the carpet for their BS,
call me
and
out.
that's where they don't want that smoke.
Call me out. Like I
Yeah.
say on any other show that we do. If I make a statement, if I want to be proven wrong. Please, because that's giving me that's educating me on what I say. If I get proven wrong, let's go. That's a learning thing. That's a learning curve for me.
Well, shout out to Cole Gardella, who is the statistician for the national broadcast team for the A7, who is a Cowboys fan that happens to live in New Jersey. He was actually at the game, so
Beautiful.
shout out to Cole.
Nice, nice. I like that.
Rooting
And
for.
I still want to be able to go to an NFL game. I've never been to one.
Oh, also,
That hurts my soul that you have not been to a professional sports.
Well, his Cowboys are coming to Allegiant next year.
Oh, I'm whenever they announce the date, I am taking vacation time off. Chris, if we're going to that game, and after that game, we need to go to somewhere and celebrate, no matter who teams wins. I want to be there with you. And matter of fact, I know. I mean, you're going to meet my wife in January because we're coming out in January for A7. But I would love to have you and my wife at that game.
Oh, I'd love to do it.
That
I'd
would
love to do it, man.
Also, before we go, for those that are watching, please, 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 even if you don't know people in there, I do know people that do live there, but please, 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 please keep Florida in your prayers as they deal with Hurricane Helen. Keep them in your prayers. Keep them in your prayers. Keep them in your prayers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't go out the damn team in blue tie the game. Dadgummit.
I mean, we are human beings. We talk sports and stuff like that. But when it comes to our country or the world, period, when tragedy happens, we do like to send our condolences or whatever is going on, our prayers to whatever's going on.
Well, the thing that's bad for me is I got family all over Florida. So every time they get a storm, I've got to call and check on everybody, make sure everybody's okay. I've got my cousins that are hard headed. They have braces for their windows on their houses. They never leave. They don't go anywhere. All they do is they brace for the impact, and they stay there. So, it's tough for me every time I hear about a hurricane, because if it isn't in Florida, then it's on one of the islands, and I got family all over the islands. So,
well, they're
tough,
definitely
man.
they're definitely in the prayers tonight, brother. And just so for like
Appreciate
Jeff
it.
said, for the whole thing of Florida, of course, man. We have all adapted as family, so your family's my family, so they're definitely in the prayers. So let's hope Florida gets through this tonight.
I appreciate it, that man. I really do.
100%.
And I'm a jump. I got a bunch of stuff I still need to do for work, and I've got just a little bit of time. So you guys have a good evening, man, and I will talk to you, Dub. I'll see you next Wednesday, And Mizzle, I will see you guys. I'll see you both next Saturday.
Wednesday, yeah. I'll be on for Wednesday. That's my off day. So, yeah, I'm on.
Okay, sweet. Well, then I'll see you both on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Brother.
All right, fellas.
You,
have a good evening.
yeah,
Well, with that, folks, we're going to just say we thank everybody for chiming in with us here on this episode of Talking Ish.
pull up the thing in the background. I'll pull up the beat.
I'm out, fellas.
All right, Chris.
Which beat are we talking about? We're talking about the outro?
No, you pull up the. Never mind. Just I got it.
Well, as we say so long for now, as Chris handles some stuff, we always appreciate him for coming on, and we appreciate you. As we're just three guys talking ish. Special thanks to Uncle Bobby for coming in with us and giving us his thoughts. And thank you to my sister-in-law for unleashing her passion, even though she was not pleased with the Cowboys win.
You got a little bit of passion for my wife tonight, even though she wasn't on the camera, but you heard her.
Yes, you heard her.
So you understand is that she's a fan.
But for Chris, for Mizzle, I am Double A saying thank you for joining us, and we're just three guys talking a little bit ish. See you next week.
You will catch us Saturday next week, as it is my weekend off. So enjoy the sounds of Zordok Sama as he takes us out on another edition of Talking Ish with Dub, Chris, and Mizzle.
But catch the Mizzle Dub Show Sunday, Week 4 recap show. Yeet.
Take us out, son. Hey, that kid is good, man. Great show, brother. Great show, brother, man. Love it.
That'd be good.
That's way good.